One of my favorite books growing up was A Secret Garden. So today, I've invited one of my favorite garden experts. Her name is Tisha Murphy. And hi, Tisha. Hi, thank you so much for coming. I put a collection of flowers together here for my secret garden here at the orchard, and I thought maybe you could walk me through some of them and tell me what you think about when you're buying flower plants, what are kind of rules of thumb of taking care of them, what's the best way to kind of plant them, etc.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, this is echinacea, and it's a perennial, which means that it comes back every year, as opposed to an annual that lasts only a year.
Okay.
So this kind of plant will come back year after year,
Right.
and at the end of the season, you'll just cut it back. Where it is in the pot, have it about level with the soil, because that's the environment it's used to living in. That's what it likes.
Okay. Look at you, so much better than me. Man, you do not shy. You get right. I love a gardener. She's right in there getting busy. And you don't wear gloves, you just dig right in.
I do both. You stick this back in, because you're going to want to find out where is good height-wise, and what you can do is put the whole plant in the pot here, like this, and get a gauge for how much more, like, we'll need to dig it just a little bit deeper.
I love that tip.
And you want to have it, you would like to dig it a little bit deeper, perhaps, so that a little bit of soil is loosened up.
I love the idea of making sure you have a little bit of broken up soil down in there so that your roots can kind of crawl around and get cozy.
Yeah, and they've been packed into those pots for who knows how long.
That's right. Okay, there you go. There's my echinacea. And I'm going to tickle this just a little bit,
yes,
right?
That's a good, because if the roots are going around, it gives them that extra encouragement to be looking outward.
And now just push it right back in,
Push
correct?
the soil back in, and you want to tamp it down a bit so that there aren't air pockets. Yeah, you want it firmed in. You don't need to stomp on it.
And I always tell people too, and I do this myself, when I am at the nursery or the garden center, I find that those people have lived with those plants and sold them for years sometimes. So they're a great resource to kind of pick their brain, find out if they know, what they need, how much room they need, how much light they need, etc. And I make little notes on the garden tag as I am buying it. Now, do you have any great rules of thumb when it comes to watering your flowers or your plants?
Very important.
Yeah.
They don't want too much, though.
Right.
So we also need to think about that.
I'm an overwaterer, I confess. I get nervous, I kind of overwater them, overcare for them.
Especially when planting, they're going to need a couple of really good drinks. And remember that the root system was about 8 inches deep, so I'd say give it more.
Give it more.
Give it more. You want it to soak deeply and encourage those roots to grow down and out rather than looking up to the surface for soil. And I'd say let that soak in, and then hit it again with just as much water to really soak in.
Really give it a good drink. And I have to tell you, because I got inspired to do this because of my favorite book, The Secret Garden, I thought it'd be fun to take the cover of the book that I grew up with, photocopy it, and I've just taken your basic barbecue skewer and put it right in between. It's metal, and so the magnetic on the back of these little photo tags work perfectly to hold the name of my plant right there and my favorite book right there. And back there you can write any notes, any of the tips you just gave me are fantastic to kind of keep my garden straight and to keep everything right where I want it, to help me keep track so I can take very good care of my secret garden. Thank you so much for being here. I learned a lot.